All right, so here we are in the calendar of the church year. And we remember that the calendar's hands point to the two mysteries of the church. This is the mystery of, remember? Before the blues, the mystery of Christmas, and the mystery of Easter. And here we are in the green and growing days coming up to Advent and Christmas. So last week, when you do this, gravity works. We're moving one more. So let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and now it's 17 Sundays after Pentecost. Wow. And we're moving up on our way to the blues, which is Advent. And Advent helps us get ready for the mystery of Christmas. So that's where we are in the calendar of our church year. And now it's time to start with the candle. So there was once someone who said such wonderful things and did such amazing things that people began to follow him. And as they followed him, they wanted to know who he was. And they couldn't help themselves. They just had to ask him. And one of the times when they asked him, he said, "I am the light." Let's enjoy the light. I see the love of God in you, the light of Christ comes shining through, and I am blessed to be with you, O holy child of God. But this light didn't stay in that one place and in that one time so long ago, because he changed the light so it could be in all places and in all times. Even today, here, where I am and where you are. Watch as I change the light. Woo! Can you see it? It's filling my room. And magically, it'll go through the screen and be with you too. So wherever we are in godly play today, that light will be with us. And when we leave today, the light will go with us as well. So you ready for a story? Yes? Fantastic. So we've been talking about families. We talked about the Holy Family and some of the people who are in that family. We hope to talk about the Great Family. And today, our story is about the Holy Family. And this story, if we were in the Godly Playroom, it would be right behind me on the focal shelf. And you might see these kinds of stories in other places, and often children are told that they're not supposed to touch them because, well, they could have been made out of breakable things or they could be really valuable. But in Godly Play, this Holy Family is for you. And when we get back to Godly Play, you can use this whenever you like. So, this is the baby Jesus. Can you see he's reaching out his arms to give you a hug? Give yourself a little hug from the baby Jesus. Ah, lovely. And this is the mother, Mary. Now, Mary and Joseph were on their way to Bethlehem to be counted by the Roman soldiers. And Mary was about to have a baby. And when you're about to have a baby, it's very hard to walk. But Mary went on her way to Bethlehem. Here's the father, Joseph. He and Mary were on their way to Bethlehem. Now, here is the donkey. Now, Joseph brought along a donkey because when you're about to have a baby like Mary was, it's very hard to walk all the way to Bethlehem. And so some of the time she got on the donkey and walked. But you know, when you're about to have a baby, it's pretty hard to ride on the donkey. So some of the time, Mary got down and walked. This is the shepherd. Well, actually, there were lots of shepherds, but we have this one to remind ourselves. The shepherds were in the field at night watching over their flocks when suddenly there was a great light and they were really afraid. It lit up the whole sky. And then they heard the singing and they were really afraid until they listened to the words. The angels sang, "Peace on earth, peace to all." And then the angel said, "Hurry, go to Bethlehem and see the baby that has been born." So in the middle of the night, the shepherds gathered up their sheep. Here's a few of them. There were lots of them, hundreds of them, but here's a few to remind us. And they brought the sheep all the way to the city of Bethlehem from the fields outside. And they found the baby lying in a manger. Well, this is the cow. This is the cow that in the morning went to have her breakfast out of the manger, which is her feed box, and instead of food, she found a baby. She was very surprised. And these are the wise men, the wise ones, the Magi. They knew so much that people actually thought they were magic. And in fact, that's where we get our word magic from, because in their language, the wise people were the Magi. Well, what the Magi knew most about was the stars. They knew where every star was in the sky at every time of the year. So they were able to help people know when it was time to plant seeds and when the waters would come. But this night, they saw a star, the wild star, and it was not on any of their star maps, and it moved. They decided to follow the star, and they followed the wild star all the way to the place where Jesus lay. Now, this happened a long time ago, and the baby grew up to be a man, and he died on a cross, which is sad, but also wonderful in an Easter sort of way, because now the baby can give us all a hug. So, I wonder, what's your favorite part of this story? Wondering, maybe that part? Or maybe this part? I wonder if there's somebody there that you can talk to about your favorite part. And the next wondering is, of course, what is the most important part? Wondering, is it the kings with their gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh? I think maybe the baby? You think maybe the shepherd? Can you tell the people that you're with why you think that is most important? And I'm wondering where you are in the story. Which part of this story is about you? Do you feel like the cow being surprised to find a baby in your feed box? Do you feel like one of the wise ones? Or maybe you feel like you're one of the shepherds or one of the sheep. Or maybe you think you're Mary or Joseph, or maybe the donkey. I wonder if there's anything that we can take out of this story and still have all we need. I'm wondering, do we really need 3 wise ones? Maybe we only need 1. What do you think? How about the donkey? Can we take the donkey out? What do you think? Or maybe the shepherds. They need to be there. I wonder what you're thinking. Well, I'm really glad that you've joined us with Godly Play today. I hope you've enjoyed being in the circle with us. I've certainly been happy to have you in the circle today too. And now it's time for the blessing. You ready? May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Go now in peace, go now in peace. May the love of God surround you everywhere, everywhere you may go. I hope you have a great week and hope to see you next week in the circle. Bye.